Rex, and we're so excited to always be bringing you special guests and fellow conscious entrepreneurs to inspire you, to share on their zone of genius, and to share their freebies with you so that you can build your tools and resources and build the business that you love. So we have a special guest here today. Without further ado, I will let Julia introduce herself. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, Heather. My pleasure, my privilege, because I know we've been talking for a while about this. We've collaborated in many different ways, and I am so happy to be your follower and learning from you. So a lot of the stuff I do today is thanks to you. So big thank you to start with.
You're welcome.
So I started as a podcaster, and I built quite a network of connections and media outlets. And now I feature coaches, experts, authors on my platforms. So, where it led me to is to basically become a digital public relation provider. To spotlight these amazing individuals who in turn create more impact, positive impact in the world. So, the name of my show is Positive Impact TV. And what I learned as I was doing more and more of that is to be successful in all of these PR venues and opportunities, people really need to have their foundations in place. So I started adding that in what I teach people how to create their social media profiles for passive lead generation, meaning when people go find you and hear you on podcasts, and then they go look for you online, they need to find what you portrayed yourself to be, right? And often, what do they find? You babysat somebody's kid, or you picked up your dog's poop, right? Completely irrelevant stuff. Or you went to, a local high school, again, completely irrelevant. So basically, with a bunch of resources that I have at my disposal, a bunch of trainings that I've taken, I've narrowed it down to the minimum stuff that you have to have online in order for you to shine when you then do take that step and go out and appear on more media outlets, whether it's press releases, traditional media, podcasts, shows, magazines, articles, whatever you do, your foundation has to be in place in the way that you will convert your listeners to your customers.
I love that. And it's so important for us to increase our visibility so that we can attract clients, and so that also that our content marketing is attracting the client. So we go out to increase our visibility by putting ourselves in front of other people's audiences. And then those people come back to what you were saying is our ecosystem, our content marketing, our social media platforms. And on there, that needs to be in alignment with what we portrayed when we were out there increasing our visibility. And actually in our program, we were just working on our branding and messaging because we know that is so important. So what is our mission, our vision, our values, our one-liner? What does our brand stand for? What is our story? So that when we go out and do these PR opportunities to increase our visibility, that's in alignment with our business's North Star. And also when they come back to our ecosystem and our content, it then validates that people can dive in deeper, and it causes attraction marketing that people love and see what you're doing and then reach out to you. So this is so important to help us not always having, like you said, passive lead generation. I just want to lean into that for a second, because I know for a lot of business owners, we love serving. We love doing what we do. And for us, the hardest, quote unquote, part is generating those leads and converting those sales. And so when we can create opportunities for ourselves to increase our visibility and have our marketing content in alignment with our brand, then we can attract the people and create passive lead generation. So Julz has a great freebie for you guys, and we're going to let you know about that at the end. That's going to help you increase your visibility so you can increase that passive lead generation, because it's so important. And you wanted to share a little bit on that for people today. So tips and tricks to help them increase their visibility to generate passive lead generation.
Yeah, so I'm one of those people, I don't hold the how behind the paywall. I like to give people as much value as I can. You'll see it in all my content. So I'm going to give you guys the 3 tips from the visibility cheat sheet that we're going to share with you. And then there is an explanatory video, but I just want to zoom in on the 3 main parts that you need to have in place if you want your PR efforts to actually generate results and some traction. Number 1, you need to have a freebie or a lead magnet, basically a free gift. You can potentially invite people to book a call with you, but it's becoming less and less popular because people, first of all, value their time. Second of all, they don't have that rapport with you just yet to be comfortable to jump on the call with you. Maybe you're going to give that to them later as the most natural next step. But your freebie ideally would be a one pager or something quick for them to glance through, something that could be helpful, memorable, something that's going to address their pain points. Okay, so number two, you need to have a call to action. Call to action often should be go get my freebie.
Yeah.
So obviously, number one, you need to have a freebie, right? Go get my freebie. In getting your freebie, they will provide you with their email address, right? So don't just, DM them the freebie. Sometimes you can, but ideally you would put it in some sort of a form or downloadable format where people will give you their email address in exchange to your freebie. So what are you accomplishing by doing that? Growing your list, right? And then from there are other strategies to nurture that list and so on. But these are the three things I see the majority of my guests not having in place, or
Mhm.
majority of my clients who come and want me to put them on other people's shows and other people's platforms do not have in place. They may have one, they may have book a call with me, call to action, right? But as I explained, that you really lose a lot of people in that. Like they'll hear you, but they probably won't act on it. So the call to action has to be in a way that it's hard to say no to, right? So what's my call to action? 11 really simple, implementable immediately tips to get your visibility up to the next level. You can do them yourself. You can do them with my help. You can do that with your coach. You can do that by doing a little bit of Googling, creating a lead magnet that works for you. But that's a good one to have printed out. Remember checking those things off before you go and speak on summits, on shows, on podcasts, write an article, anything you do online, even being a guest on somebody's live.
Yes. And I absolutely love this. And it's so important. And that's part of the things I'm helping people who are bringing on our mastery tips and tricks is I'm actually asking, like, you need to have that freebie in place. Because what happens is we want you to get the most value from this opportunity to increase your visibility, to share your zone of genius, and to build that email list. And if we come in with 5 call to actions at the end, oh, you can follow me on this channel and this channel and this channel, and each channel is a different name, they're gone. They have no idea what you said. So I love what you said. It needs to be a no-brainer offer. That freebie needs to give them an aha, a win, a breakthrough, something that has them come back to you and say, I need more of that. It's that's going to get them the win that's going to have them book that free call. And so for everybody listening, you're going to increase your visibility by one, booking to come on this show, booking to go on Julz's show, and putting yourself in front of other people's audiences. And when you go to do this, you're going to be prepared and you're going to have your freebie. So as you're thinking about what can be my freebie, what is the no-brainer that gives somebody an aha, a win, or a breakthrough that has them then want to keep working with you or get to know you or learn more? So think about this. What is the one thing in your community? It could be a one thing that's part of your program. It could be a high level overview of like, here's 10 things for holistic living. And what is going to give them that breakthrough? In our community, the habit tracker is the thing. And I know the joke is that it's not sexy. Okay. Like, woo, habit tracker, right? And we know that whatever we track improves. And we also know that when we use a habit tracker, we can see what we're avoiding. And usually what we're avoiding gives us the biggest breakthrough. So when I found out in our community, the thing that was getting people the biggest results was a simple habit tracker that we already have a foundation customizable option set up for you. We just simply made it into a freebie. And you guys can do this as well. So I really want you to think about and let us know in the comments and the chats, like, what is your freebie? Share it below and let us know. And if you need help, Julz and I are here to help and support you to get that set up.
Yeah, I love how you said that it really has to address the pain point of the audience, and it has to be something that resonates with them to the point of like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. And you mentioned a couple of different formats, and I'm just going to throw in one that requires probably the minimum amount of work if you don't have one yet, but you need to implement it. Like if you're booked on a show tomorrow and you got to put something in, you've probably done a live or an episode with someone just like this. You can use that as your lead magnet because guess what? You've already shared your expertise. You've been interviewed and described how you help people. And at the end, you probably did have some sort of call to action or shared your social media. So, as a minimum, your already recorded video could be your lead magnet. You could position it as a free training or free workshop or free interview, whatever you want to call it. But sometimes it works if that's all you have right now.
I love that. So let's simplify so we can scale. And that is the biggest thing that stops people. It's the getting started. It's the perfectionist. Just get the first version out, the first variation, the first step, and then use this and dive in. So what is your last piece of advice that you'd like to give to our audience today?
I'm going to sort of divert a little bit. I'm going to kind of pivot off your last point about simplicity, right? So a lot of people go after loud and well-known systems like ClickFunnels, all Kajabi, right? And that also stops them from continuing and implementing and acting. Well, guys, there's Google Suite. It's free. Okay. You can use Google Forms and Google Sheets. You can use Google Sheets as your CRM. You can use Google Forms for every single call you're booking, and that can go into your Google Calendar. So don't let systems stop you. You can use Google Docs and video links to create a video course. You can email it as a drip to people. Get started. Do something with the most elementary setup you can think of, because that's also going to give you a feedback loop and you'll be able to improve and grow.
And I just wanted to add on to that. We're reading Profit First in our book club right now. And what a lot of us do is as we grow and scale our business, we're like, yeah, I'll take that tool, I'll take this. And then all of a sudden we have all these unneeded and unwanted expenses. And yes, we're generating tons of revenue, but our profit margin is disappearing because we just keep adding tons of tools. So what Julz is telling you is simple ways to keep your profit margin thick. And I love that. And just get started. Do you know that our habit tracker is a simple Google Sheet? That's it. Nothing fancy. And you make your own copy, customize it, and away to go. So you can get that at ownitempire.com. That's our website. And Julz, where can they learn more about you?
So my nickname online is PR Julz. PRJulz.com is the website where you can grab your freebie, the visibility cheat sheet that will give you 11 strategies that are summarized as a point, as a one-liner, as a bullet, and explained in the video if you need that. A lot of them you're probably going to know, but forgotten to use. So it's a really good one to print out and have it pinned somewhere where you can see it before you go and speak on other people's platforms.
I love it. Absolutely. And if you want to grab that, you just grab it in the link below, and know that we are here to support you and guide you every step of the way. And I just wanted to add that March 21st, we are kicking off our new and improved 3-day Business Bliss workshop. And Julz has been coming to them for quite some time now, I think over a year. And just one quick thing that you would like to say and encourage everyone to come join.
Absolutely. So I think I shared that with you, but I want to, put it on record. So I was actually going through my Google Drive, I think, and I was looking at some of the recordings I did. And that was back in the day when Heather said, you go live on my group and share. And I didn't even know how to do that. So I recorded a video and then uploaded it to her group. And that's what I said. I said, my goal in a year from now is to be a community manager, a podcaster, and a coach helping people improve their businesses. I'm in more details, obviously. And I heard that and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am doing that. I'm doing that exactly. And more than that, right? So I was so happy because at the moment, I remember recording it, I did not believe it. I literally made it up like a shot in the sky. So thank you, Heather, for making me believe in it, get here. And I totally encourage everybody to attend the workshop. It is amazing. I refer all my connections to come to it.
Oh, I love it. So you guys heard it right out of the mouth of Julz here. So if you want to create your goals and make them your reality a year from now, come join us at Business Bliss Workshop, and make sure you click that link below to grab that freebie from Julz to increase your visibility, your income, and your impact. Thanks so much, Julz, for being on the show. We're so grateful for you, and we'll have you back soon. Remember, everyone, expect magic and miracles, stay happy, healthy, wealthy. And what is the best that can happen?